And I was interested in that. I'm enjoying Johnny Fordham's column. Excuse me, I do beg him. I've still got this terrible cold.
The talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, time for the Clips of the Week. And we start with Sam Allardyce on breakfast alongside Alan, using a boxing analogy.
We could have a conversation and I have a right feel for the club that wants to go in the right direction and they have a good feel for me, then I'd be interested again, because, you know, you can never really... It was a bit like Tony Benn coming back boxing, isn't it? Like,
it would be a shock if...
I don't like these old fighters.
Sir Anthony Wedgwood, the late Sir Anthony Wedgwood Benn, was to come out of retirement and box.
It would be.
Yeah.
Now it's...
Is it left hook? Was that your gag or was it the producers?
No,
Great left hook. Yeah, that was the producers.
He's
well
quite
done.
political.
He's very political, yeah.
Yes. This is Tony Gascarino now on Weekend Breakfast, chatting about Southampton.
They're a very solid team. I think Hassan, who has done an amazing job in bringing them together.
Hassan what, Tone?
Who...
Ooh,
Betty.
It's haunted. Slightly haunted. So,
it's Laura Woods now, looking ahead to the day on talkSPORT.
By the way, Jason and Cundy are back on Drive today.
Jason and Cundy, they're very good. I like to. They're every bit as good as Andy and Goldstein, I find. Yeah, Jason and Cundy, they're very good. You get 4 for the price of 2. And we wondered, as Natalie Sawyer talked cricket here, did she suddenly go a bit scouse?
So it's Chris Silverwood. Many were expecting Gary Kirsten to be coming in as the England head coach.
Gary Kirsten.
She did go a little bit scouse, didn't she?
Bit.
Yeah. So, next, Andy.
It's back to Alan and Big Sam talking Everton.
Sam Coleman getting sent off. I don't think there was any arguments. It was a red card. See you later.
Well, you got to yell at... Excuse me, Alan.
Yeah, well, after a lozenge...
I can't talk.
No, after a lozenge, they finally did talk Everton. Here we go.
You know, you've got to look at the new director of football as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because is Marco Silva struggling because he hasn't recruited all these players. It's the director of football. You know, is that...
Russell Brand's, isn't it?
Don't think it is now. I don't think Russell Brand is the director of football.
He's going to want a lot of West Ham players, isn't he?
I think he would. Yeah. It's Marcel, isn't it? I think. Yeah. Russell Brand, that's the boy.
and on Weekend Breakfast, he was Georgie Bingham heading into the news.
Let's get your news and sport at just gone 9 with Andrew.
Andrew?
That, of course, wasn't Andrew, but right, yeah. James Lure, who went on to give us news of some big fixtures.
We've got 3 matches on game day for you today. We've got Everton against West Ham later on talkSPORT 2. We've also got West Ham against Palace in the evening game.
Blimey, West Ham are busy, aren't they?
Busy. Yeah. Should have got Andrew to do it, really.
Andrew wouldn't have messed it up, would he? No. And West Ham playing twice, actually, did kind of make sense when Trevor Sinclair pointed out their formation to Clive Tildesley during commentary.
Familiar setups here, Trevor Sinclair. Crystal Palace 4-3-3. West Ham United 4-1-4-1, 4-1-4-1, 4-2-3-1.
Well, that many players.
That's a lot of players.
You've got to have 2 games a week, haven't you? Or 2 games a day, even.
Now on Fisherman's Blues, Nigel Botherway was off this week, but it was business as usual with Keith Arthur.
Fisherman's Blues with Nigel Botherway on talkSPORT 2.
Look what I've just done. I've just broken a button.
Yeah, business as usual, really, on Fisherman's Blues. Back to Cass, who came up with the perfect newspaper headline, should the current Arsenal manager ever defect to Torquay United?
I think Arsenal supporters will come out with a lot of pride and think maybe the future isn't too bad, and I think Uar Emery's going to give others a chance.
Going to be the headline, that. Uar Emery. You see that on the cover of the old Gazette, can't you? So, what's next, Andy?
It's Amelia Cox with football news.
And an unusually humble Zlatan Ibrahimovic has unveiled a topless bronze statue of himself.
Good old Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yes,
but don't worry, Amelia, no one will ever touch Lisa O'Sullivan's pronunciation of the great man.
OK, the World Cup playoffs. I think we have lost out because we're going to miss out on either Cristiano Ronaldo or Ibrahim Zlatovic.
You're not going to touch Ibrahim Zlatovic,
I love
are you?
Ibrahim
What a player. If only Ibrahim Zlatovic and Zlatan Ibrahimovic could get together. Stories they'd have. And finally, Andy.
Yes, it's Ray Houghton and Mark Saggers reflecting on a controversial call.
Well, that's down to the interpretation of the referee. I wouldn't give a penalty. That's my opinion.
No, that's all right.
Someone else has seen it a different way.
VAR.
And that did actually remind us of something.
Da da da.
Va.
There you are. Mark Saggers there. So, thanks to everybody who suggested clips that were played this week. Andy Oulay, Robin Llewellyn Leach, Barista Brazil, Mark McConnell, Roger in Durham, Alberto Salad Bar, John Ison, Roaring Cresswell, Rucus, David Gillard, Professor Dame Sally Davis, Will Jasper, Rebecca Rooney, Wagatha Christie, Colleen Vardy, and Neil Lee. They're not even trying there, are they? Not even trying to make them sound real.
Let's speak to Adam about it. Adam, how do you feel about Tyson Fury mixing it in the WWE world?